The Darknights Trio, that being Hodor, Ines, and W, are a group of mercenaries that go together in both lore and gameplay. Anybody that goes on TVTropes might recognize this as gameplay and story integration. Also, stop scrolling on your phone at 3 AM. Let's first look at Hodor, the frontline fighter and leader of the group almost kinda sorta. His first talent, Do or Die, increases his attack when attacking enemies and even more if the target is either stunned or bound. These two statuses are applied in spades with W and Ines respectively. W can stun with all three of her skills, and Ines can inflict bind with her talent, Shadow Weaver. His other talent, Cloak of Lingering Flame, gives himself and an ally behind him a substantial Sanctuary effect. Sanctuary being a defensive buff that reduces damage taken. And if you think about how this affects his positioning, he can either stand in front of a high ground tile to provide some extra survivability to a ranged operator such as W, or have another ground operator with a longer attack range behind him where he can hold enemies with his 2 base block count, which can be increased to 3, while keeping the heat off of them, like Ines. Moving on to his skills, he can have self-sustain, extra blocking, extra bulk, and even inflict stun himself, which is important for later. All of these let him keep damage from his squad mates and keep himself alive for a while even without medic support. Yes, even his S3, sort of, a little bit. Moving on to Ines, a low-cost DP generator who can help you field a relatively expensive crusher like Hodor, or a much more expensive artilleryman like W. And as I have said earlier, her Shadow Weaver talent binds enemies, letting Hodor deal more damage but also stealing their attack, letting her squad mates take less damage. To add to this, her S2, Murky Knight, lets her steal attack speed, further lowering enemy damage output. Her slightly longer ground range also helps her stay out of danger behind a tank, her weaker defensive capabilities greatly benefiting from the Sanctuary provided by said tank. Or if you play with her S3, she becomes the most mobile of the three, allowing her to reach enemies outside of the established ranges. Her other talent, Shadow Sentry, also helps eliminate invisible enemies, and the movement speed reduction can keep foes within the range of W's explosives. W takes the role of crowd control with her AoE attacks, many stuns, and long range. Her talent, Insult to Injury, would normally let her do more damage to the enemy she stuns, but remember that Hodor can also inflict stun, letting her deal that increased physical damage. Speaking of specifically physical damage, did you notice that between the three of them, there's 3 different damage types? W focuses on large amounts of physical damage, Ines can occasionally inflict arts damage with her skills, and Hodor can even deal true damage. Back to the synergies, even though W also has her ambush talent, which gives her some dodge and reduces her aggro, any hits she doesn't avoid will do quite a bit of damage, which Sanctuary would help with, should you choose to have her receive it. There's probably even more stuff I missed, but that covers most of what I can think of. Please do tell if you have something else, or if you have other examples for other groups of operators. And don't forget to subscribe for more Arknights content.